The next 6 weeks are going to be very, very interesting and very telling for what we can expect for Toronto real estate prices moving forward. I mean, historically, April is the best time to be a seller. It's typically the month where the prices are the absolute highest at any point during the year, but I think we're trying to figure out, is it going to shake out that same way in 2022? Because frankly, price growth is ahead of schedule right now. And it's at the point where we've already seen almost a year or 2 years of price growth happen in 3 to 4 months. So at some point, we're going to have a cooling off period. And I think we're entering that zone. And I want to discuss that in detail with you today and go over my 2022 spring market predictions. First of all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tom. I do run a real estate team here in Toronto. And thanks to all of you guys, we just crossed 4,000 subscribers on this channel, which is just so awesome that you guys are finding value in these videos. And if you're not already subscribed, we do have that giveaway coming up at 5,000 subscribers. We're going to give away a $500 Amazon gift card. And if you're trying to make sense of what the market is doing or whether it actually makes sense to get into the market or sell a property at some point in 2022, the first link in the bio, you can book a call directly with me, either a buyer consultation, a seller consultation, or just a call to chat about real estate. All right, so where do we go from here? I think the general consensus across the board is that the market today is not like it was just a month ago. There's many factors that can be talked about. We can talk about rate hikes. We can talk about the fact that buyers are just exhausted out there. But I really just think we're hitting that tipping point where we're going to have to see prices hover for a period of time. Now, when I say predictions, let's be honest, these are guesstimates. These are me looking at the data and then comparing it to what I'm seeing on the firsthand experience of actually being out there on the ground level, selling properties to try and put it all together and try to make sense of it for you. My first main prediction heading into spring is that we are going to have a flood of inventory hit the market in early to mid-April. As many of the sellers prepping their properties now are doing so based on the prices that they saw in February and March. And this shouldn't necessarily scare you if you're a seller. I don't think that prices are going to completely drop off. In fact, I think they're going to hold really strong. I just don't think they're going to continue to accelerate for quite a few months now. The caveat to this is condos under 800,000. I think that segment of the market will continue to see price acceleration. But if you are going to be one of these people coming to the market specifically with a freehold property in the next 2 months, you have to make sure that you are setting the correct expectations for what you're looking to get. Don't just cherry pick that one sale that happened at that one moment where some buyer probably overpaid for it and say, well, my house has to be worth exactly what that is worth. Take a mixture and take a look at what sold in January, what sold in February, what sold in March, and come to an expectation of, okay, if I knew I was going to get this price, I'd still be very happy with it. Because we're getting to the point now in the market where not every next sale is beating the last sale. Second prediction is that prices are going to hover for the next 3 to 4 months. And that's a big statement to make. And obviously micro markets are going to be different. There's going to be some segments of the market that continue to see really good growth. Some segments I think are going to see minor corrections, go down 5 to 10% from what they were selling for in January, February, and March. But we saw such a run up in prices already in the first 3 months of the year. And if you look back to last year, very similar things happened. Last year, most of the growth, 75% of all the growth across the Toronto real estate market actually happened in the first 4 months of the year. Then we hovered over the summer and then jumped up again in the fall. I have a pretty good suspicion we're going to see it play out very, very similar in 2022. My third prediction is that you're going to start actually seeing properties come out listed at the price that they want. And this is going to be a nice change for buyers because for the last 24 months, we're basically guessing, okay, well, what does the seller want and how many other offers am I up against? I still think about 50% of listings will have marketing prices and offer dates. And for condos, it might be higher to like 75 to 80% because the inventory is still pretty low in that segment of the market. But overall, I'm very, very optimistic about what the market's going to look like moving forward. And with the restrictions lifted here in Ontario now, people are living their lives and people are doing things and people are going to enjoy their summers and some people are going to start taking vacations. And because all that is happening, we are less laser focused on real estate, which means we're going to have an overall kind of cooling of the market, which will be a good thing. I fully understand that real estate is a hot topic. But what we're seeing right now is people saying, well, this is exactly what's happening this moment because this sale that happened last week. Like, that's like looking at the stock market one day and it being down, then jumping up the next day. We have to think about real estate long term. And you know this if you watch my videos, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself here, but make decisions with a 10-year horizon. That will potentially put you in a position that you're really gonna like in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this, give the video a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. And I'd love to know your thoughts. How do you think this plays out here? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Either way, I'll hang out in the comments and chat with all of you. Have an amazing day, and remember, home is where your story begins.